starting your voiceover journey can be one of the most challenging parts, I think, of the whole trip. And how to start is probably the number one question I get, hands down. Hands down, how to start. And sometimes I wish I had more context to a lot of that question, because I look at it in two ways, all right, on this how to start phenomenon. And one is there's the logistical side of it. Like, logistically, how do you start? I mean, physically, you find a space, get the equipment you need, the software you need, you set everything up, you start to record, you learn how to edit and master your work to produce a professional quality file. You work on your acting, okay? You then start to market yourself, get yourself out into the world. There's, there's that, the logistical side of it. But then there's the philosophical side of it, right? How do I start from a standpoint of, do I just go it alone? Do I join a community? Do I join academy like VO's Journey Elite Academy, or do I buy courses? Do I, get on websites? Do I go to a college? Do I take local classes? Right there, you know what I mean? There's the philosophical side of how to start. And when I get these questions, and a lot of times they're through just, reach out opportunities that I have, like whether you join our Facebook group and, I ask a couple of questions just to get to know you a little better. Or, they're sent to me via email or direct messages or anything like that. I've never sometimes get to dive deeper into that. And I think it could be, both, of course. But a lot of times I think it's, typically more of the philosophical part of how do I start, because logistically, and of course I'm going to tell you join the academy, but find a place where, you really do have YouTube is incredible. Just even YouTube, even my channel, you're going to be able to find the information you need, right? From step A, B, C, D. Now it's going to be very disjointed because there's so much out there, and not knowing what you don't know, it's hard to piece them together. And I do think that's a part of this, right? Is that how to start is knowing how to piece it together, because you don't know in what order you can go. And quite frankly, there's many different paths that you can take to get to, your destination, right? Meaning, like, the path that I teach and that we show in the academy is just one way. There's so many different other ways out there, and I'm fully aware of that. And on top of it, you're going to have people out there who are very passionate about it's their way or the highway, and they can often, tell you that other ways are not correct, and even put those people down who are teaching other ways. But none of the reality of all of the different paths or possibilities is that they're just different paths and possibilities. Not one way is better than the other. All right. And some will work for some and some will work for others. And that's okay. So in that sense, you can tell how it could be really confusing. Okay. Really confusing. I often think when I first started, if I had found a different group, or I was in a different Facebook group, or I was in a different community, my whole journey would have been different than it has been. When I first started, for no reason, I didn't know what I didn't know. I found myself in a group that was very much about independently finding your work, being, your own advocate for, representing yourself. So up front, that's what I kind of learned from the group I happened to find. It wasn't because I didn't know anyone or anything in voiceover. I think if I'd found another group, it might have been different. Maybe there might not have been a VO's journey. You know what I mean? Because the whole idea of a VO's journey was me independently finding my way through voiceover and not knowing anyone else or anyone, ever reaching out to me. Not that they should, but, just that, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of a big impact on how I began that ended up shaping how I looked at voiceover. But you don't know what you don't know. So being able to navigate, like me telling you, oh, it's out there on YouTube, well, that can be really confusing because you're like, yes, it is out there on YouTube, but if it's not in a format that you can easily know what should be the first, what should be the second. Like for example, if you look at my YouTube channel, you're gonna see all sorts of stuff, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos. In all fairness, and I could do, I could, I really, and I should, but there's so much to it, and it's so much, but like, it's not put in an order per se, right? Of like what you should do first, what you should do second. Now I have videos in that I talk about it, but it's not like, and you'll find that most places, we're putting out content, like today, like right now, I've put out, I don't know how many videos now, over 1,000. It's had been at least, and I am talking about how to start, So like, I mean, it's one of those things where I think you come across these situations as it happens. But I just felt compelled to talk about this today because I just got another slew of questions on how to start. And so there's the logistical side, but the philosophical side, I really do believe is you want to find a place, you want to find a community that matches your personality, your drive. Are you interested in doing this where you run the ship, right? Where you are the one making the decisions, the one's making your schedule. You're building a business that's based off of what you want, right? You want to find a community like Avio's Journey Elite Academy. That's what I believe in. All right. And again, a lot of other people believe in that too. Or do you want to, be a voice actor that, is represented by a lot of other people, and those other people find you jobs and, you just audition for them. There's a lot of people who want to do that too. And that's okay as well. Right. I mean, that's another path journey. I mean, we do that in Avio's Journey as well, but there's a lot of other people out there who do it too. I mean, you want to find a community that works really well with you. Okay. And by finding that community and getting involved with them, whether it's joining an academy or buying courses or working with coaches or just soaking up all the information you can get, in Facebook groups or something, or on YouTube, you want to match up with your personality. I think that helps. I mean, I'm a teacher, and it's not a surprise. I work with a lot of teachers. I work with a lot of voice actors who are teachers or who are teachers, and we just find each other. You know what I mean? It's interesting how we connect with people who are like-minded, I think. So I think this question, how to start, you want to find a group of people that you mix with, that you feel, that you can work with, you can get to know, you can have a good community with. Like, I value community. It's very important to me. It's very important to have a friendly and helpful group of people to be around. Positivity is everything to me. It's so hard. We have a hard enough of a time building a business and going through everything we have to do to be around negativity. All right. Negativity is like a wildfire that spreads. And once it gets started and once it gets going, it is so hard to put it out. I've worked over the years of my life as a director, someone who's managed large groups, and it is hard when negativity burrows in. Everything's negative. Everything is looked through the lens of negativity. And you want to stay away from that, because negativity breeds more negativity, which breeds this idea that there is a problem, not a solution, or there is, issues, not solutions, right? There's always a problem, not the solution. I want to be in a place where there's a solution, okay? And we just work through the challenge. So anyways, that's my soapbox with that. But I would really recommend, especially if you're trying to figure out how to start, find a community that you mix with, that's kind, that's positive, that wants to help you, that wants to raise you up, not put you down. all right, that wants to, give you options, not tell you what you can't do, all right. I find that very important, and that's not going to be every community you'll find. So you want to find the communities that mix with you, and from there, you know what I mean, latch on, learn what you can, get with those communities, because I have learned over the years, the support is invaluable. It's invaluable. The courses are there, like I said, you can join a VO's Journey Elite Academy, or there's there's places like Edge Studio, or Gravy for the Brain, or the Global Voice Acting Academy Association, or there's so many different groups and places out there, that you can learn. You can pay for courses, and those are important, and coaching. But the community, I don't know. I feel like the community is to me, has become one of the most important things, because when you're struggling, and you will struggle, you need support from people who are going to pick you up, not shove you down. So that's important. Well, anyways, I just felt like saying that today. hopefully, maybe you needed to hear something like that today, or not. But I hope you did. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you liked the video. And also check out a VO's Journey Elite Academy. There will be a link below to give us a shot for 50% off for your first month. And also, we're having our second annual VO's Journey Elite Conference, which is all virtual. So you don't have to do it. You don't have to leave your home, right? You could be anywhere. Look through it on your iPad or your computer. And there's the tickets below. It's a 3-day event. And there'll be a link for the tickets below. We have incredible people. We have J. Michael Collins as our featured speaker. We've got people like Mark Grau. We've got all sorts of Pat Fraley, Sean Pratt. Just an incredible group of voice actors, coaches, teachers, professionals in the industry over that 3-day weekend. And it's all built for online, for virtual, right? It's not built for being in person and then we film it. So that's something that's very unique to what we do. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching again. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. Talk to you later. Goodbye.